Right then, let's get into this. Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a new video. A bit of a different background for a change. I've moved my computer and stuff around in the house, so yeah, it's a bit different. I'm thinking about doing like a setup tour if anyone's interested in kind of what is behind the camera. So if you want to see that, drop a like on this video as well. But yeah, start of the season, I took on what seems to always be the impossible task of predicting the positions of each team in the Premier League. I did it at the start of the season, I did it again halfway through the season to see how I was kind of doing, and to be fair, I was actually doing alright. Things have changed. I don't think I'm doing very well anymore, but yeah, let's get into it. Make sure you drop a like and get your comments down below if you had a go at doing this at the start of the season, and yeah, let's see how I did. So to start things off, bottom three, obviously we had West Brom down, relegated in bottom position. Stoke and Swansea also went down. The bottom three I had were Brighton, Huddersfield and Burnley. I don't know, it must have made sense at the time. Obviously Huddersfield really only just kept out of it. Brighton were in 15th, so bottom end of the table. It's not the worst prediction in the world, but obviously big up to all three promoted teams who stayed in the league this year, including them two. And obviously I put Burnley down there. Yeah, I don't know. They've really surprised everyone, in fairness. They got Europa football. I didn't expect them to do that well. Obviously, if I put them third bottom, I didn't. But yeah, big up Burnley. I got that one horribly wrong. Moving up the table slightly further, I had Watford down in 17th. They actually had a really good start of the season. They actually ended in 14th, so I wasn't that far off. And then after that, I had Swansea and Stoke, who we already know were in the bottom three this season. So again, a few positions out. I had Newcastle at 14th. We managed to actually get top 10, so that was massive. Crystal Palace 13th. They actually came 11th, so those clubs there are kind of in and around where they came. I mean, obviously Swansea and Stoke were lower. Brighton, Huddersfield were higher. Burnley were far higher. So that's kind of the only outlier, the Burnley one. Other than that, those teams are kind of replacing each other a little bit, other than Southampton, who were obviously 17th. Moving up the table even further, yeah, I had Southampton in 12th. I thought they were going to have a decent season this year. Obviously not quite breaking into the top 10, but still a very good mid-table finish. They just beat relegation, so congratulations to Southampton on that, but I thought they were going to do better than that. I had West Brom in 11th. Again, I thought they had a pretty solid squad. We saw what they did at the end of the season, so that kind of backs me up. If they could have done that all season, maybe they would have had a much different finish, but as we know, they came bottom. Bournemouth in 10th, they actually came 12th, so not too far. I had Leicester in 9th, and that is my first tick on the board. That is the first one I have got spot on. And then I had West Ham in 8th, and they came 13th. I thought maybe with the sign, they spent so much money in the summer. I thought this was going to be their year, maybe not quite grabbing top 7, but 8th place, decent finish. And obviously what we saw this season was it didn't quite work out for them. They stayed in the Prem, they came 13th, but I had them pushing higher than where they actually came. In 7th, I had Everton, which again, Everton came 8th, so them and Burnley, I was pretty close with that one. I had Arsenal in 6th, so I got that one spot on. That's 2 ticks on the board, and you can see that I had Liverpool in 5th. I thought with the Champions League this season, I'm trying to remember what I thought when I did this so long ago. Obviously with the Champions League, I didn't think they would quite meet the heights of what they did in the previous season, but they've smashed that out of the water because they got Champions League and they're in the Champions League final. So yeah, got that one wrong. Moving slightly further up again, Chelsea I had in 3rd, Spurs I had in 4th. Obviously Chelsea just missed out on the Champions League in reality, and Spurs actually came 3rd, and Liverpool grabbed the 4th Champions League spot. So I think anyone putting these predictions in probably would have had them 3 kind of around that area. Unfortunately for my predictions, I just got them in the wrong order, which leaves 2 teams up at the top, and I got them the right way around. So that's 2 more ticks on the board. I'm pretty sure when I did this halfway through the season, I had 6 or 7 ticks, and it just shows how quickly things change in the Premier League, because now I only got 4. Yeah, I said it at the start, it's the impossible challenge. It is so hard to get this right. I mean, in general, anyone could kind of say where teams are going to come-ish in the league, and I suppose that's kind of what I did. Obviously, the biggest outlier was Burnley that I had in the bottom 3, who went and got Europe. I thought West Ham would do better after the money they spent. The West Brom team, who did show what they could do at the end of the season, was a bit late and obviously came bomb, so I got that wrong. So, yeah, not great for me. Like I said, let me know how you did if you did this at home. And as well, I also did predictions using FIFA and Football Manager. So we'll have a quick look at what they thought of the league and compare them to me. Football Manager first, they had Swansea in the bottom 3, not in the right position, but it's one more relegated team than I got. Looking further up the table, they had Man City in 14th, which is obviously wrong. Obviously, they can see it from here. They had Arsenal in top. That didn't help in. Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, Spurs, wrong order. They had Burnley in 6th. That is a cracking prediction from Football Manager. They only got 1 space out there, but to realise how well they were going to do is pretty decent. But when it comes to actual positions on the table, Football Manager didn't get any right. So I'm beating them, at least. So back at the time, it was actually FIFA 17. I know FIFA 18 has come out now. And to be fair, their bottom 3 is the same as mine, so they got that wrong as well. They had Spurs finishing top, which I know didn't happen, but they had Man U in 2nd, which did, so that's 1 tick for them there. They had Stoke finishing 3rd, who actually went down, so they were way off the mark with that one. FIFA also had Liverpool down in 10th, so they weren't expecting a big season from them, but another one they got right was Crystal Palace in 11th, so 2 right for FIFA, no right for Football Manager, and I got 4, so who's cleverer, me or the computers? Yeah, I'm sure you guys still did a lot better than I did. But yes, guys, that is it, and those are my predictions. It's a tough one. It's always a tough one. Like I said, halfway through the season, I thought I was actually doing all right, and then things changed out of nowhere. So, yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I will be back before the start of the Premier League season, and I will try this again. Maybe I can better my score, because, yeah, I didn't do too great. But thank you all for watching. As always, drop a like and subscribe. The summer is here. The World Cup's coming. I've got loads of videos planned, so make sure you stick around. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.